Hi all. Today we'll be discussing on the analysis of beams. In this tutorial we'll be solving two problems. First one is to find out the reinforcement as well as the effective depth of the beam. Okay, here in this problem, first we are taking. I'm taking this problem. Okay, determine a mean effective depth required and a corresponding area of tension reinforcement for a rectangular beam having width of 200 mm to resist ultimate moment of 200 kilonewton meter. Use M20 grade concrete and Fe415 steel. Okay, this is the problem which is given. Okay, earlier people have discussed how to calculate moment of resistance, that is mu we have calculated, whereas here it is we will be calculating depth of beam required. Okay, for example, we don't know what exactly the depth to be taken. Okay, whereas we need to assume some parameters also. Here moment is given and width of beam is given, FCK grade of concrete is given, and Fi grade of steel is given. Okay, based on that we'll be finding the value of the depth or effective depth of the beam as well as AST, value of AST or tension reinforcement required. This will be our first problem. Okay, so here it is. Here what I will do, okay, I'll be writing first given data. B is equal to 200 mm, mu is equal to 200 kilonewton meter, and FCK 20 Newton per mm square, Fi 415 Newton per mm square. These are all the given data. Okay, and when you try to find out effective depth of beam, mainly under reinforced and over reinforced purely depends on depth of beam. Okay, you know very well, because the parameters xu is depends on d, right? Xu by d, and it depends on depth. Okay, xu is equal to something, it is 0.42 times depth. Okay, you know what exactly, what is the position of neutral axis, how it depends. Okay, so it is purely depends on the depth as well as the reinforcement provided in the beam, whereas here we don't have any reinforcement as well as we don't have any specific depth is given in this problem. Okay, so here what I will do, obviously our intention is to make, okay, balanced section, right? Always when you design or analyze a beam, always we try to make it as a balanced section. It should not be a under reinforced, it should not be a over reinforced beam. Okay, so here it is, when it is a balanced beam, obviously mu is equal to mu limit or xu is equal to xu max. We have discussed in the previous classes also, right? So I'll show you here. If it is balanced, mu is equal to mu limit or xu is equal to xu limit or xu max, right? So in this way we'll be finding, we'll be finding the effective depth of beam as well as the reinforcement required to resist the moment, that is 200 kilonewton meter. Okay, so here it is. First what I will do, I'll make it as balanced one. Mu is equal to mu limit. Okay, so here we are using Fe415 steel, so mu limit will be equal to how much? 0.138 FCK BD square. Okay, so all are the known value. When mu is equal to 0.138 FCK BD square, obviously mu is equal to mu limit. So okay, in this case instead of mu limit I'll be taking mu here. You know value of mu, that is 200 kilonewton meter. Okay, so mu is equal to 0.138 FCK BD square. So small d is equal to root of how much? Okay, when you substitute mu value here, okay, mu is known value, FCK is also known, B is also known, that is B is given, that is 200 mm. Only remaining unknown thing is D, that you need to find out. Okay, the main intention of this problem is to find out the effective depth of the beam, that is small d. Okay, so small d is equal to root of mu divided by 0.138 FCK BD square. Okay, when this one comes in a denominator, okay, so this will be d square. Instead of d square, d is equal to root of mu divided by 0.138 FCKB. Okay, so this one, so when you solve this one, you got a d of how much? 602 mm. Okay, it may be 610 mm or 600 mm. Okay, near value you take. Okay, even if you take 610 mm, that will be better. Okay, so here we found first objective, okay, or first question of this problem, that is mean effective depth, that is 602 mm. Whereas here next will be xu by d is equal to xu max by d. Obviously you know, okay, when mu is equal to mu limit, xu is equal to xu max. Obviously xu max by d, when xu max by d you know, that is from page number 70 IS 456, that is 0.48. When you know this value, obviously xu is, if xu is equal to xu max, obviously xu by d is equal d is also 0.48. You know the value xu by d is equal to 0.87 f5 AST divided by 0.36 FCK BD. Okay, you know d value, whatever d value you get, you substitute here, and only unknown thing is area of reinforcement. Okay, here he has given area of tension reinforcement. AST is nothing but area of steel in tension, or A is nothing but area, S is steel, T is tension. Okay, next we will get ASC also, area of steel in compression also. Okay, I'll discuss later. Okay, only here you need to find out value of AST, area of steel in tension. Okay, you know this value. Okay, XU max by D is equal to 0.48. It is from IS 456 page number 70. When you compare, okay, if it is the balanced section, obviously XU is equal to XU max, or XU by D is equal to XU max by D. So that will be 0.48. Substitute the values in this equation. Here you know XU by D value, Fy is given, it is 4 on 5. AST is unknown value that I need to find out. FCK is given value, that is 20. B is 200 mm. D already we have calculated here. Just now we have calculated value of D. Substitute in this equation. Now you find out value of AST. Okay. When you solve this equation, so obviously you'll get, okay, value of AST, that is AST is equal to 1152.47 mm square. Okay, this is the first problem which we are going to find out, that is effective depth. What we have found here, effective depth of the beam as well as the area of steel in tension or tension reinforcement for rectangular beam, right? Okay, so D we have calculated as well as AST. This is the first problem. Okay, so next will be, I think you just try to solve at your home. If you find difficulty, just comment your doubts in my in the comment box of this video. Okay, if you really understood, please press like button and share with your friends. Okay, and next one we'll be solving another problem, that is, okay, first I'll read out the problem. A RC beam of section 300 mm by 500 mm and is reinforced with 4 bars of 16 mm dia. Okay, so here it is. This is the problem. 4 bars of 16 mm dia with an effective cover of 50 mm. Okay, so D dash is 50 mm. Okay, the beam is simply supported over a span of 6 meter. Okay, so the length of that beam is 6 meter. Find the maximum permissible UDL on the beam. Use M20 grade concrete and Fe415 steel. What he said, okay, not only moment, you need to find out the maximum UDL or allowable UDL on the beam. Okay, whereas here he has given the span of this beam. Here he has given the width as well as overall depth. Okay, you go through this. A RC beam of section 300 mm by 500 mm. He has given total depth of beam. Keep it in mind. Okay, so he has given total depth. Okay, here we'll switch to the figure. Okay, here capital D he has given. Okay, whereas you always, when you calculate or when you do calculation, all you required is small d. This is capital D and this is small d. Just go through that, right? Okay, so this will be the problem. Okay, so first I'll write B is equal to 300 mm, D is equal to 450, small d. Why? 500 minus cover is effective cover is 50 mm. Okay, so always capital D is more than small d. Okay, D minus d dash, you will be getting small d here. Okay, and next one, how many bars they have provided? 4 bars of 16 mm dia. 4 into pi by 4 into 16 square. 4 bars are there. Area of one 16 mm bar is pi by 4 16 square. That will be 804.24 mm square. This is the total area of a reinforcement which is provided in the beam. Okay, and grade of concrete, how much it is? M20, that is FCK is equal to M20. Okay, here Fy is 500 mm is there. 500 Newton per mm square. This is the grade of steel. Different grade of steel is used here. That is Fy is equal to 500 Newton per mm square. And length of this beam is how much? 6 meter. That is 6000 mm. Okay, first what I will do, I don't know other values, right? I know value of AST. Okay, easily I can find out whether it is under reinforced or over reinforced. That I will come to know. Okay, when you compare XU and XU max or MU and MU limit. Okay, you don't know value of MU, so it is quite difficult to compare. Okay, now I'll be finding based on XU and XU max. You know value of Fy, you know value of AST, FCK is there, B and D. Okay, so XU by D is equal to 0.87 Fy AST divided by 0.36 FCK BD. It is there in page number 96 of IS 456 2000. Keep it in mind. Okay, just you open your code book and check. Okay, this is in page number 96 of IS 456 2000. Okay, you know these values, substitute and find out XU by D and compare it with XU max by D. Now what I will do, 0.87 is the factor of safety, that is for steel. 0.36 is the coefficient or factor for grade of concrete. So it is 0.87. Fy is known value, that is given in the problem, that is 500 into AST is already we have calculated here, that is AST is equal to 804.24 divided by 0.36 is the coefficient for concrete. FCK is the grade of concrete, that is 20 Newton per mm square. 300 is the width of beam and 450 is the effective depth of beam. Okay, here what I will do, I'll solve this equation. I got XU by D, that is equal to 0.359. Okay, here XU by D is less than XU max by D. Okay, XU max by D is 0.46 because we are using Fe500 steel. Okay, for Fe415 XU by D is XU max by D is 0.48, whereas for Fe500 steel XU max by D is 0.46. Just go through the IS 456. It is there in page number 70. Go through that. Check the value of XU max by D in page number 70. IS 456 2000. Okay. Now here we got XU by D less than XU max by D. Okay. So obviously if XU by D is less than XU max by D, it is treated as under reinforced. We will check it once, right? Okay, we have a table. Okay, now for Fe500, what is the XU max by D value? That is 0.46. It is also there in the code book. Okay, just go through that. As well as when XU is less than XU limit or XU less than XU max. Okay, what type of beam is that? Under reinforced beam. Okay, we are solving the same here, right? Okay, now we are XU by D is less than XU max by D. So we got XU by D 0.359, right? And XU max by D 0.46. Okay, it is there in the table as well as it is there in IS 456. Okay, so the section is under reinforced section. So for under reinforced section, which equation to be used? Already we have calculated. Okay, already we have derived this equation, right? Okay, you just go through my previous videos also. Okay, or otherwise, okay, I'll give link below the in the description. Okay, link of those videos in the description. Just go through that. Okay, here it is. Mu is equal to 0.87 Fy ASTD into bracket 1 minus AST Fy divided by FCK BD. Okay, in this way I'll be finding value of Mu. But what he said in the problem, find the maximum permissible UDL on the beam. Okay, that is uniformly distributed load need to be calculated. Until unless I'll calculate the moment, I am not able to find out the load. Okay, so that's why I am finding the moment here. Okay, that is mu is equal to 0.87 Fy ASTD into bracket 1 minus AST Fy divided by FCK BD. This is the equation to calculate moment of resistance or ultimate moment of resistance. Okay, or flexural strength or flexural capacity of a beam. Okay, using under reinforced beam. Keep it in mind. Okay, I'll be using this equation. Okay, many problems whatever we have solved in previous sessions also, those are all many on the under reinforced beam itself. Okay, so this equation to be used. I'll tell you where to use the different equations which are there in IS 456 in my future classes. Okay, or future tutorials. Okay, so here it is 0.87. Fy is 500, you know, in the problem it is given, and AST is 804.24, and next one is D is 450 because overall depth is 500 minus cover, will be getting small d of 450 mm into bracket 1 minus 8, again AST is 804.24 into Fy is grade of steel. Fy is grade of steel here, and divided by FCK is 20 Newton per mm square. You know value of B, that is B is 300 mm and small d is 450. When you solve this equation, you got a moment of 133.98 kilonewton meter. Whereas what he said, you need to find out the maximum permissible UDL on the beam for a span of 6 meter. For a span of 6 meter over a simply supported, the beam is simply supported over a span of 6 meter he has given. Okay, so if it is simply supported, okay, if it is simply supported, you are getting a moment of 133.98 kilonewton meter. You know, okay, you treat this 6 meter as the effective span of the beam. Okay, because he has not given anything. Okay, whether it is a clear span or effective span, whatever span he has given, that will be treated as effective span of a beam. Okay, so here it is mu is equal to WU into L effective square. Actually it is WL square by 8. Now general equations which you have studied in your previous semesters, right? Okay, whereas here mu is equal to, I'll be writing it as WU. Okay, ultimate, instead of W I'll be writing ultimate because I am taking ultimate moments. Obviously load will be also ultimate. Ultimate means it is with factor of safety. I think we have discussed about factor of safety, that is 1.5 to be taken for loads. Okay, so when I am taking ultimate moment, obviously I'll be treating it as WU, and instead of L I'll be treating it as L effective. Okay, divided by 8, WL square by 8, same equation. Okay, I'll substitute the values. You know value of mu here we have calculated. You don't know WU, that I'm going to find out because it is the unknown value, right? He said find the permissible UDL on the beam, that is the unknown value in this problem. Okay, so here it is WU into L effective square. L effective means the span is given. Okay, you can check it in the question itself. Okay, span is given, that is 6 meter. 6 meter means 6000 mm square. Okay, that is 6000 square. Okay, here mu is 138.98 kilonewton meter is there, right? So what I will do, I'll keep it in Newton mm. Newton mm means 1000 into 1000, that is 10 to the power of 6 is equal to W into, it is also in mm. Later again I'll convert it into kilonewton per meter. Okay, I'll divide it by, again divide by 10 to the power of 6 simply. Okay, or otherwise if you keep this as kilonewton meter, this as WU as it is, this as 6 square divided by 8. Okay, simply it is, you'll be getting the same value. Whenever you calculate, you may be getting the same value, that is 133.98 into 8 divided by 6. Okay, oh, so here what happens, okay, it will be quite difficult to find out because you do one thing, just you keep this as, because it is 10 to the power of 6. Again this is in mm, Okay, because totally it may be a confusion. Okay, better you keep in Newton mm and this in mm square. Okay, so later you convert, easily you can get the value. It is 133.98 okay into 8 divided by 6000 square. Obviously you will be getting direct value, or otherwise simple thing, 133.98 into 8 divided by 6 into 6. You'll be getting same value, 29.77. Either you keep it in Newton mm or you keep it in kilonewton meter as it is. Okay, if you want, okay, you can keep it is based on your convenient. Either you convert it into Newton mm and this into mm, this is also into mm, or later you convert into kilonewton meter, or you do one thing directly, 133.98 is equal to W into 6 square divided by 8. Okay, in both cases you will be getting same value, that is WU is equal to 29.77 kilonewton per meter. This is the maximum permissible UDL on the beam. Okay, for example, as I said in previous sessions, okay, if the beam is in your home, okay, you may be checking what load can I apply. In that case, okay, you when you calculate a moment based on the reinforcement is provided in your provided in that beam in your home, and you know the dimensions, you know the grade of concrete, grade of steel. If you know everything, you will be first finding ultimate moment, that is mu, moment capacity, and later you'll check with UDL. Okay, because how much load I can apply for further constructions. Okay, so that easily I can find, okay, using these many calculations. Okay, this you need to be, okay, this is, as it is a practical subject, I said many times, RCC is one of the important subject in any of career of any civil engineer. Okay, just go through that, please concentrate, and if you get any doubts, please write it in a comment box. And if you really like this video, just press the like button, and don't forget to subscribe this channel and press bell icon for upcoming technical videos. Okay, whatever it may be, uh, tutorials, it may be live sessions, or it may be site visits, whatever. Okay, obviously it is I'll make effort to teach you people real civil engineering. I'll try as much as possible. Okay, thank you.